Oh, has it been a while? Yes, it has, but you know what? That time off has allowed the suspense to build and for us to kind of mirror the process of the NCAA tournament going into the Final Four. We got the Final Two. We got the last round of the playoffs for everybody. Only two teams remaining, us and the Trash Talkers, playing for the Splendiferous. I forgot what the name of the trophy is exactly, but we're playing for the title no less. I might be a little rusty, but that rust is going to have to come off quickly because here we are in the championship round, and we're going to have to make ourselves known early on. I'll let you guys listen to this one just for the championship. Might as well.
Excitement's in the air. Coming to you live from humongous rectangular gardens, this is Sunny Day, alongside a kid who's laid more bricks than a mason, Barry DJ.
It's always a pleasure to work with a lovely lady. I got two words for the teams on the court today, Sonny. Shoot the ball! You can't score if you don't shoot. And if I had to sit through one of these low-scoring defensive struggles, I might do something drastic. You know, like start doing my homework or something.
Well put, Barry. Today we have the Rim Rattlers going head-to-head against the Trash Talkers.
What you got here, Sonny, is an old-fashioned down and dirty rivalry between these two teams. I mean, they flat out don't like each other. Let's look at the Rim Rattlers, shall we? They want to come out strong today to show the other guys who's boss.
Enough small talk. Let's see some basketball.
You'd think it wouldn't be a generic introduction considering this is the championship, but is this supposed to be Boston Gardens, TD Gardens with the parquet floor and the Gardens in the name? I don't know about that. I'm not a Celtics fan. I don't want to be playing where the Celtics play. So, if you haven't noticed, it's a little bit louder here. And the Trash Talkers, if I remember correctly, aren't an overwhelmingly athletic team, but everyone on their team can play. We beat them by 10 in the previous matchup in the regular season. Gotten outlet to Vicky Kawaguchi. No one's as fast as she is. She gets 2 points for us early on. So, this is cool. We actually get to play with the basket that's on a stanchion. One of those guys right there, the Kevin Garnett. I'm going to bang my head against it every time. And that's a steal by Josina Smith. Almost went back, over and back there. And Josina lays it up. It was about to get stolen. We're not letting that happen, though. So I love the little advertisements they have for the other humongous entertainment games. It's not just like, oh, in real life at this game, the audience is going to want to see those advertisements. It's actually in our real life, and that's an awful shot. We're going to see those advertisements as well. Vicky takes about an 8-footer, and she doesn't get that to fall. Oh, Carlos Ocampo. I thought they had Reese Worthington on this team. Apparently I was incorrect. And that's kind of a risky pass across the lane. He puts it up, and he knocks it home. 6-4. I think it was like 38-28 the last time we played him, but that was early on in the season when I was a little bit more conservative, a little bit too conservative, I would say, each game. And I'm trying to get kind of a gimme basket this time. That's not happening. It gets swatted away. Who are you going to? And that's going out of bounds. I'm feeling it. No, it's not. But definitely you want to get yourself a backyard basketball in the MLS edition and backyard football. Those are all very good. 3 very good backyard game editions here right there. Check those out if you want. Probably on eBay. Very cheap, most likely. Oh, and I had a steal right there. Come on now. Play DB. Oh, Stretch is entering the passing lanes. I'm going to call timeout now because having Stretch dribble out the ball is kind of a risky thing to do. We're not going to be wanting to have that go too long. And I'm going to bring in Ahmed now. Like usual, just in playing any position that the team needs her to. That is why we call her MVP. She takes a running jump shot about 8 feet from the basket. Gets tipped up and in, though. She gets that one to fall miraculously. Get in front, get in front. Oh, and they're off to the races. Stephanie Morgan just coming in the game. She's got a little bit extra juice in her step. Pop in her step, and that's a steal by Steph. Get it out to head to Jocinda. Taking it aggressively to the hold. Good defenders on the Trash Talkers. She does not get that one to fall. Get more legs in that. Get more legs. Stephanie is just gyrating at midcourt. I would have gotten ahead of Ahmed there, but it wasn't looking good. 2 points for her nonetheless. So this kind of, I don't know about you, this kind of, even though it had the parquet floor and only Amway Arena Orlando and TD Gardens have the parquet in the NBA. I just had a, with the purple court a little bit, it's kind of a Staples Center in my mind. I know that the Clippers play there as well, but everybody knows that the Lakers are purple, and everyone knows the Lakers are a little bit more popular in the world, and that was a dumb pass, and they're ending up on a not too good run for us. At the buzzer, it could go in, it counts. No, whoa, heads up. Heads up, people. So they're shooting 100% from the field. Got me shaking in my boots here. And I'm going to put Stretch in for Jacinda. She's just playing quite a bit. Got the 2-guard lineup, but I need speed net right now. I'm going to try to overwhelm these guys. And Vicky somehow bodies up on the bigger red-haired man. Vicky puts it up and puts it not in. Oh, we had a gimme right there, and we needed that one to fall. Oh, Stretch with a steal. Oh. Foul, puts it up, and it goes in. The and one. And we got a little cloggage right there on the block. I think that's illegal. There we go. First one is up, or only one shot, but ends up being a 4-point play for us. That happened in the, what was that, Ohio-North Carolina game. Harrison Barnes was at the line. He makes the front end of the 2 shots that he was given. How's that out on me when it gets knocked? When they poke it on my hands. He gets his own rebound, then he shoots a 3-pointer. I don't think he actually got his own rebound. I think somebody passed it to him after getting his missed free throw. Get it to Vicky. We're playing an unselfish game here. Vicky with 2 points.
Looks good to me.
So, like I said, we got 2. Hopefully, this is going to be a 3-game series. I can't promise you anything. We're in the championship. The Trash Talkers are obviously very hot right now. And he just loves the 15-footer. No reason for him to love that. He clanks that one off the front of the rim. And it's back to an 8-point game. So Stephanie, driven into traffic. Please be smarter than that. Stephanie, faster than everybody. Off the back rim. And I was practicing a little backyard basketball. I wasn't able to record, but I was able to touch up on my game a little bit. It's very confusing. I was looking at the manual control shot. Oh, what a steal. And the manual control shot off options that you can take before you start a game. Even though the manual control shot on is recommended for when you play on hard, I find it actually easier to have the manual control shot on. That was not behind the arc. I can attest to that. It's actually harder to shoot with the manual control shot off in my eyes because you don't get the yellow ball to appear. Maybe I just don't know how to shoot with the manual control shot off. But even though that's the manual control shot on is recommended for playing on a hard difficulty, I find it harder with the alternative for some reason. That's just how I found it, and that's why I didn't go with the manual control shot on for this walkthrough, even though you would think that would be harder. Oh, and I thought that was going to roll out for a second, so I just wanted to explain that to you guys. For some reason, the paint in the lane's a little bit lighter. It's kind of like the in between the hashes on a football field always gets worn out, and that's a steal. Where are you dribbling? You don't know where you're dribbling. So, Ahmed, if you remember correctly, you yourself did a between-the-legs layup in that promo you did for the beginning of this game. I'd like you to repeat that at some point. Just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. And he pops from 15. That's off the front of the iron, and that's a foul on Molly May. Excuse me, Trash Talker. Oh, the shake and bake. 2 points. And we got ourselves a pretty big lead here going into last 30 seconds of the first half. That's a steal by Vicky Kawaguchi. She's just dribbling rings around these guys. Another casual layup that falls. We're already up to 30 points. And I remember back in the day playing with the Ahmed Khan on the manual control shot. It's actually more fun to shoot on manual control shot on because you can actually hit the rim if you're shooting it from behind the arc. But you know, you could knock in a good 100 points, I would say. Not a bad foul right there. It's only 1 point, or 10 seconds left. Only 1 foul for her. And that's out of bounds. Carlos Ocampo looks like their main stud today. He fades away in the corner. That's long, but it's out to Jocinda, and at the buzzer, that could fall. No!
Show him who's boss.
So, little 21-point lead. Yeah, a little 21-point lead. definitely shot more field goals than they have in this first half, which is good news for us. Obviously, they have Ahmed. All I can say is, don't do that again. Okay, not a good way to start off this second half here. Jacinda's trying to get a hand in there, but Carlos Ocampo, their main stud, got 13 of their 15. Knocks in a bank shot from in the lane. Ahmed Khan's got the wheels. Play a little unselfish game. He's got 4 assists. Jacinda's got 2 more points for herself. So we didn't get to see a lot of this end of the gym. And thankfully, we don't have a Backyard Football 2002 reminiscent halftime show that we had in that game. I mean, that was kind of quirky, kind of strange. And playing the passing lanes like a defensive back, that's all we do. You know how to do. He gets a layup from the block. That's very George Gervin-esque of you right there. And that's a steal for Jacinda. She's going to pop from right there. And unintelligent. Pas intelligent. Right there. Don't be shooting from outside, and that's why I don't shoot from any more than 8 feet away at the most, except for buzzer beater shots. And that's a steal for Ahmed Khan. He's got 2 more points for himself once that gets up. You know what's going in. 40-15 rubbing right now. We got a packed house as well. They just don't stop screaming. And knocked away by Vicky. And I want to just shout out to you guys. I want you to know that I will be doing backyard hockey immediately following the conclusion of this series. And then I will be starting backyard soccer a couple weeks after that. And then once summer gets going, about late May, probably early June, once backyard hockey's done, I will start backyard baseball, the original, along with backyard soccer, the original. And then once that's all done, the cycle will repeat itself, and we'll be going with another backyard football edition. And because I realized how to record the first original backyard edition, if that falls in, I am just going to smash my computer. So a nice rebound by Ahmed Khan. I'm going to call timeout. I'm going to be recording the original backyard football as well. So, pretty much everybody's got good energy. I'm going to leave this lineup in because it's been effective. Nice pass, threading the needle for Vicky Kawaguchi. Carlos Ocampo's their stud, but he's not fast enough for Vicky. Reverse layup, and we got a 31-point lead here. This is a good sign for us. I'm glad we're not facing the Monsters. If you remember, we only won by 1 against them previously. They have Lisa Leslie to lead their way. That's a steal by Ahmed. He is just a stealing machine today. Get it out to Jacinda, who drives into the paint. Kind of a running shot right at the block, and she gets that one to fall. Nice soft touch here. And unfortunately, the shot clock doesn't look like it's working, at least the real shot clock, and that's not a good decision. Did not want to shoot it from underneath the backboard. He puts one up, uses the glass high off the window. The kiss! Bill Raftery style. Not allowed. And I was thinking about shooting the 3 there. Vicky pulls up, in traffic, under duress, but still knocks it home, 52-15. This is just huge lead. Got to be one of our biggest leads of the season. I got to look back at the schedule, see if we. That would be pretty amazing if we were to beat our biggest win of the season in the first game of the finals. In just my opinion, I think the NBA Finals just take place way too late in the year. I mean, I just don't think the finals should be being played in June. That's just not a basketball season. Whoa! At the buzzer. NBA range, get him signed up. So everybody's still got the same energy. I don't understand that. But I want to see how many. It doesn't list how many minutes everybody's played. Vicky's got 24 freaking points. Holy crap. I'm going to sub in Jacinda, Vicky, Stretch, and Stephanie are going then for them. And I'm going to leave in Ahmed. He's played a pretty good game, so I'm going to reward him. We got a huge lead anyway, so I guess it really doesn't matter all too much. We're 3-1 outscoring them right now. Definitely don't have as good of a defensive team out there right now, considering Stretch is in there. He likes to foul people, if you haven't noticed. Dang it, they broke 20 points. And that's a steal for Carlos Ocampo. He uses the glass, but it's not going in. Stephanie Morgan somehow gets a foul. Whatever. Better than another putback for them. Get out of here. Stretch with the block and another steal. He goes with the out. Oh, Stretch. Use the overhead pass. Use your height, my friend. But he gets the rebound. They miss another layup. Let's see if I can get it across the 10-second line. I do. Carlos Ocampo is just pooped, apparently. Stretch cuts across the middle. You got to dribble with your right hand, my friend. And And he somehow floats it up there and gets 2 points. I want to get to 60 points here. That would be very refreshing. Very satisfying. Oh, starts with the steal. Playing defense. He's just playing defense right now. Oh, pick a pocket. They are just tired. I am sorry. You got to put a sub in. No wonder the score is so lopsided. Carlos Ocampo, that is not a 3. Another rebound for Stretch. I haven't got so many rebounds. I don't even know one. But it's probably because of the short lineup for the Trash Suckers. So they actually used one of their other players who looks to be pretty tall. He's sitting on the bench right over there. He might have a little bit better of a chance of beating us. Another steal for Stretch. He pops one. Drains it. 60-20 here. Drubbing going on in the first game of the finals. The Nielsen ratings will be going down after this one. I tell you, not too much competition going on here in game 1 of the finals. Stretch with he's just knocking them home right there from the block all day long, using the kiss, going straight up. Stephanie with the steal, and that's a frustration foul on Molly May. Stephanie pulls up from about 10. That's gonna be way short. Stephanie with the quick steal off of her miss. Get it to the hot guy. Stephanie with the wheels. Stephanie's trying to penetrate, but is unable. She gets stopped. Get an entry pass to Stretch, who had an opportunity to put one up, but he disagreed with me. Waited too long. That one's up by Ahmed right in the dashes in the lane. Stephanie with the steal. Stephanie is stolen out of her hand. No idea that happened. Oh, I wanted to get ahead to Stephanie Morgan, but Stretch's wheels. And my concern for him having another steal, or a turnover count, it's credited to his name. And it's 66-26, 46-point difference right now. I guess you could say we could just dribble out the clock, but I kind of want to get to 70 points. Another steal for Stretch. He is just con fuego. Oh my goodness. That's out of bounds on Carlos Ocampo. Thankfully they called that one correctly. Carlos Ocampo trying to get a steal in from Ahmed. Ahmed gets it to roll in. The soft touch. Just 2 more points. That's all I ask. Knocked away. Almost stolen by Stretch. Ahead to Carlos Ocampo. He's going to dribble it the full length of the court. He puts it up, and that one drops in. Only 6 seconds to go. Stephanie Morgan can get me a shot off. I want to get to 70 points. Oh, no. I thought I had 70. I wanted that on my resume. I didn't get it, though. I got to win. That's all that matters. And we go off 47 field goal attempts to their 14. That explains the difference. 13 turnovers to their 20. 20 steals to their 3. And that really allows us to get off and running in the game and get a big lead. So I'm going to check my schedule, see if I actually got 70 points in any game. And that's the most points we've scored all season. Check the playoffs. I don't think they can repeat the scores for you. Fortunately, no. And we have a 1-0 lead. Best of 5. 2 more to go. Thanks for watching Game 1 of the finals. Hopefully the ratings won't go down. And we'll get Game 2 as well. See you then.